back again.
I'm Dan.
I'm Andrew. We're back playing Star Wars X-Wings miniatures game. Why? Because FFG hates our wallets. Today we're flying Wave 7 ships. Dan is flying the...
Little TIE Punisher, which isn't really that little.
And I'm flying the not-so-small YV666, the Houndstooth, and the Caraxus Fighter, which is, I guess, the Scum answer to the X-Wing. What do you think of these ships, Dan?
Model-wise, they're gorgeous models. The Houndstooth, I don't really remember seeing it anywhere before, and when I first saw it, I was like, that looks so cool. The TIE Punisher, absolutely, I love the bomber. The TIE Bombers was one of my favorite ships growing up as a kid, and the TIE Punisher is basically just two of those stuck together, so I'm absolutely looking forward to flying this with an absolutely full arsenal of missiles of every range.
I also like the models. I do have an issue with some of the quality control lately, but so I got this out, put it on the peg once, and the actual bottom peg fell out of the YV666.
Just like the Raider.
Just like the Raider. In terms of what I think of these ships overall, I think this one's probably the most interesting, and along with the TIE Punisher. I'm not sure that we're going to see a lot of this in tournament play. I certainly don't think we're going to see the K-Wing or in tournament play or the TIE Punisher. Just too many points and a little bit fragile. I did fly the TIE Punisher in an epic game yesterday, a 800-point 4-on-4 epic game, which was awesome, and it was fun there. So I think if you guys play epic, it's a fantastically fun ship. Hi everyone, this is Andrew.
This is Dan.
So here we are playing, setting dials on round 1.
Yeah, say hello to Cam.
We have the YV666 up in the corner, and Talon Bane and an Interceptor together. And then you have Darth Vader on the top of the left screen. You can see an Academy pilot just moved, and Red Line is down there as well.
Yeah, first movements, as always, we just kind of moved to try to get ourselves set up for shots in the next round. Didn't really do too much in this round.
I was moving my plan was to move Moralo up the side of the board and kind of use his 180 firing arc to shoot the guys, and then move in around this debris field. Didn't quite work out that way, but as they say, all good plans, or all plans are good until they start.
Yeah, my whole plan for this first round, at least, was I was going to try to use the Academy to bump the Houndstooth to just get him stopped where he was, bring Redline in around, and Darth to try to cluster missile in the same round, just to make sure that they were done.
Yeah, and my plan was to bring the other two ships around that debris field as well, and have them line up nicely.
I think the biggest problem I had, though, is, and it's a big one I usually have, is I usually fly way too aggressively. It's first round, Russian.
Yeah, here you can see my Interceptor do a barrel roll behind the debris field, hoping that on the next turn I'll fly through it and not take a crit. I obviously didn't care.
Yeah, here I am taking some nice bald spot shots. There's double lock on from Red Line. Gotta love that ability.
That is a great ability on the new TIE Punisher.
Yep.
TIE Punisher is such a huge ship, you almost think it should be on a huge base. It's it and the K-Wing just overshadow those small bases, but
yeah, but they got the health to make up for it.
If anybody's wondering, I did a full stop with Moralo, and I did that because Dan was flying in so aggressively.
All right, so first round shots, we have Darth going at the Houndstooth here.
Yeah, and
taking off to 2 shields, and then it's Talon onto Darth with 2 hits, and I roll 2 evades out of 5 dice.
Yeah. And now it looks like
Redline taking a shot. I think it was 1 hit, 1 crit, and then 2 evades for another miss. So far I've only done 2 damage this whole game.
Yeah. And here's Moralo shooting back. He hits with a couple hits. Even with target lock, he just gets one hit. And it's evaded easily.
Yeah, it's usually how my dice work out.
Here comes a Mangler. Nope, maybe. So the M3 took a shot at Darth, but Darth evaded it. And here comes the Academy, and the Academy shot at the M3, and it evaded that as well. So it was a lot of good flying in space. I have to move the Houndstooth now. Don't want to get these guys behind me. Unfortunately, its green maneuvers aren't great.
Yep.
So here comes the Academy pilot coming in and getting a nice barrel roll.
Yeah, here I am thinking I'm real clever that I'm about to bump the Craxus fighter.
There I am going through the debris field. There's the stress. No crit.
Yep.
And here comes a big 3-turn from Moralo.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to go for a 2. I was hoping to bump him onto the Roid.
I am not on the debris field. I just haven't cleared stress.
Punisher coming in, still has his target lock. Oh, no, changing his target lock. I spent it last round, that's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, double locks. And then Darth Vader's going in for the epic bumps.
So I think part of Dan's problem with this was he actually didn't expect to bump as much as he did.
Well, I was expecting the YV666 to stop at the TIE Fighter. I wasn't expecting it to come that close, and I'd have a beautiful range 1 shot with target lock and focus.
Yeah, so there's Talonbane whiffing on a shot on Darth. Here comes TIE Punisher. So here comes Redline with a shot. He's using assault missiles.
Yep, so I spend the target lock to reroll, scoring myself a nice 2 hits into the shields.
And I didn't evade it, so Dan dropped those assault missiles and took 1 damage on everybody, including Darth and the Academy pilot.
Yep, and I get a little overzealous here, and I start checking firing arc for the TIE Fighter when he reminds me it's not my turn yet, and he's like, oh yeah.
So 1 hit from the Mangler cannon.
Yep, and I roll 1 evade, so that's another miss.
Yeah, and then this is, I believe, the M3A, and it doesn't do any damage either.
Nope, takes off 1 shield from Darth.
So,
and then
I don't even know he didn't take off a shield there because you lost a shield from the assault. That was it.
Anyway, so for whatever reason, at the end of that round, I totally forgot I still had a TIE Fighter to go, and Andrew's sitting there doing nothing about it.
Yeah, so Dan forgot to make an attack, a range 1 attack.
With the TIE Fighter onto a large ship that would have had no green dice. Whoops.
Would have had 1.
Oh yeah, it does have a base of 1, my bad.
So there's a 3K from the TIE Fighter, making it stressed.
Whoops.
Here comes a 3K from the Interceptor.
Some
Wait,
good
nope,
placement.
sorry, that's just a 3 straight to clear stress. You took an evade.
So what was your strategy this round?
I really wanted to clear with Moralo, but I don't have that much I can do because his dial is so slow and there was not that many greens, so I'm just happy to clear stress.
Yeah, this is me trying to get shots because I figured some people were going to end up in different places, but...
He flew through the asteroid, did not get a damage.
Yeah, and then I decided to boost to try to set up a shot in the next round because now I know exactly where that Houndstooth's sitting.
The Punisher's boost is ridiculous. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, and I just so close to landing on that debris field, but I just missed it. So I'm doing a 3 sharp with Darth. I don't know what I was thinking.
So we're just moving for placement here. Dan, Darth does clear the YV666, just barely, but he does.
Yep.
However, he is facing completely the wrong direction.
Yeah, so I decide to barrel roll, and I take an evade.
Yes.
Or a focus, one of those 2.
And Talonbane's doing a 5K.
At this point, this is when I realized that the Talonbane can do a 5K turn. Because I honestly thought he was screwed with that bump, and my TIE Fighter was going to have a beautiful side shot.
Yeah.
But not so.
So that's Talonbane shooting. I believe there was no damage on that.
Yep, 2 hits, 2 evades onto Darth. So the Punisher shooting through a debris field, giving YV666 an extra dice there. I had 3 reds because I'm using my primary weapon here. I scored a 1 hit, 1 crit, one of which being a direct hit.
And then
And then after that, it was YV666 with his primaries, taking off 2 shields.
I believe that's the Academy pilot taking off a couple more hits on the YV666, and I believe that took me down to about 2 health.
Yeah, I was trying to go for it. At this point, I realized he's getting that ship out of here, so I'm going to start trying to concentrate on the smaller guys.
I just wanted to turn. I wanted to turn my interceptor around. I did want to get Talon. I wanted to get the Houndstooth out of there. You know, its rear arc is very susceptible to fire. I did have the title on it, so I could have dropped a Z95, but thankfully I don't have to do it this turn.
Yep. This movement was so close that the movement template actually moved over the movement slots on the back of the Darth ship, so Andrew had to hold it down so I could move.
Yeah. There's a 3K from the interceptor. Here's a big 3 bank from the Houndstooth.
Clearing all of the fun stuff around him.
Yep, taking focus.
Now, here I come with the Punisher around the corner, thinking I'm real clever again, setting myself up for a nice target lock on the ship that hasn't even moved yet.
Yeah, and here comes Darth doing a 4K.
Yep.
Stressing himself out.
Unfortunately. Also,
And
at this point, I totally forgot that the whole game, Darth had Predator on him. And I never used it once on any of my rerolls.
And there's Talonbane moving up, bumping into the Punisher, preventing a shot, which is awesome. There's Darth whiffing.
Yeah, so Darth shoots at the Talon, completely misses. Talon takes a shot at Darth, scores a hit and a crit, and I roll 2 nice evades. But this is the last time my dice are nice to me this game. So this is Red taking a shot at the M3A.
That's evaded.
Which is completely evaded yet again. I'm just out of arc.
No, this is the Houndstooth doing a shot.
Oh, this is the epic hit where you score 2 hits or 3 natural crits.
I rolled 3 natural crits on Darth Vader to absolutely obliterate him. No specials, nothing. Just a Mangler Cannon of Doom, but it was 3 natural crits.
And I also rolled nothing but blanks on the evade on Darth.
So that was pretty fun. That was probably my best roll of the day.
And my last attack for the game was tied to the M3A for 2 hits and 2 more evades. So
Well, it wasn't quite your last hit, but at this point, it's not looking good for the Imperials.
No, I was definitely not having a good time. At this point, I need shots. All I need is shots.
So I'm trying to avoid this asteroid that I've got in front of the Houndstooth, and I'm trying to turn around the Talonbane, and I don't remember what I'm doing with the Interceptor, but those things are nimble, but glass cannons.
So my whole mentality this turn is, and I thought I was real clever.
So here he goes. He goes with a nice 3 forward, clearing stress. And then barrel rolling. I think he was trying to get out of arc, and he may have done it there.
Probably did. My whole mentality...
Fly away! It may not be the best choice to fly that fast with a Houndstooth, because turning it around is not easy.
Part of me was thinking I'd still have a shot on the Houndstooth, but no. I decided to just go do a 1 straight. I'd get a nice little turn going and set myself up for a movement on the next turn.
Yep. And here comes Talonbane doing a 4K.
Yep, setting up a nice shot.
So I actually shoot at the Academy pilot here.
Yep. 2 hits, and I roll a lucky 2 evades.
Yep.
So we're back to dials yet again.
Yeah, so that was the only shot that round.
It was a pretty short round.
So here I'm kind of trying to anticipate where the Academy pilot's going to be, since it's facing the wrong way, and trying to figure out kind of where the Punisher's going to be setting up for Talonbane, hopefully to get in his firing arc into range 1, so I can get 5 red dice, which is because of his pilot ability.
Yep, you're watching me expertly fly the TIE Fighter right into a bump of the TIE Punisher there. I was really good this game.
I'm starting to turn around the Houndstooth.
Nope. And this is me doing an advanced sensors boost to dodge the asteroid. And then a 3K turn.
Nope, 4K turn.
Oh, it's a 4K turn. And so, because I stressed myself out, I couldn't change my target lock. And this is where I kind of got really low on the whole energy side of everything. Talon comes in, gets a nice target lock.
Yeah, so what I done was I just moved Talonbane up really
Really close.
really small, and then he rolled a couple of hits and took out that Academy pilot. Then the Punisher took a range 3 shot and missed against the Interceptor.
So what happened with Redline Shot was that I rolled I was using my assault missile again because I was like, ooh, I'll get both of them for 1. And I ended up missing. Oh no, that was my primary weapon, sorry. I was using my primary weapon and I wasn't able to just land anything on him.
Yeah, I believe his target lock's still sitting on the Houndstooth.
Yeah. No, the red line's target lock's now on Talonbane.
Oh, okay.
So I knew he was coming in hot and heavy, so I'm like, slow movements. So this is where you're using Glitter Stim.
Yeah, so Glitter Stim's pretty cool because for 1 round it changes all of your focus results to evades or hits depending on what you're doing.
Yep.
And that was 2 hits and a crit on Redline.
And
the crit getting through his shields.
And I rolled a blank on all of my evades. So I went from almost full health down to almost dead. And this is Redline using my assault missiles, spending my target locks for 3 hits.
And so I rolled no evades, but since he didn't get a crit, I was down to 1 health. It was assault missiles, which also took down the Interceptor to 1 health.
Yeah.
So right now, all my ships have 1 health except for the Houndstooth, which has 2.
And I only had 2 left. So he goes ahead and hits me for 1 hit, 1 crit, ending the game.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Okay, bye.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, so that's the end of that game. No.